Now, currently, we will take you to the University of Professional Studies, Accra, where there's the African Free Trade Area, the Africa Trade Center at Ridge. There's a forum going on the start of the African Continental Free Trade Area, the AfCFTA. The man you see currently in your shot is Alan Kojo Tremanting, Minister of Trade and Industry.
The planning phase of this program myself since 2012, when the whole concept of a single market for Africa was decided on by the heads of states. Having been associated with this, I am absolutely confident that this time we shall succeed. So, Mr. President, it's against this background that we in Ghana have worked tirelessly to build a very solid foundation for the operationalization of AfCFTA in Ghana. And I'd like to draw attention to a few areas. One, we have conducted a series of sensitization and orientation programs for the private sector in Ghana, without whom this will not work. And this has not only been in Accra. We've taught the whole of Ghana and sent the message to the doorsteps of the average Ghanaian. We've also established a national coordination office, which will provide the management support for the implementation of the program. We've developed a national action plan and program, which provides detailed activities that will support our private sector. And we've also, under the direction of the President, installed an institutional support structure that would ensure the success of the program. At the base of this structure, we have technical working groups that are going to work with the private sector in different areas of education, access to finance, enhancing our productive capacity, access to market information, supporting trade facilitation, all the functional areas that will enable our private sector to succeed have technical working groups. And these technical working groups are coordinated by a national steering committee. The national steering committee reports to an interministerial facilitation team that has been appointed by the President. So there's already a structure in place to ensure that in Ghana we succeed. And we also have a liaison unit that will be liaising with my brother, the Secretary General of the AfCFTA. In addition to this, government's interventions in industry, in agriculture, in infrastructure over the last 4 years have all created the foundation and the building blocks for the private sector to be able to produce and access the African market. The role of public sector institutions, the Food and Drugs Authority, the Standards Authority, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Bank of Ghana, the Exports Promotion Authority, all these public sector institutions are ready to ensure that the private sector can harness the benefits of the AfCFTA. But we are also aware that the contribution of government alone cannot guarantee the success of this program. And so we hope that we can work actively with the private sector, business associations, to enable the private sector to respond to all the interventions that government has put in place. And I say this, and I want to put particular emphasis on micro, small, and medium enterprises. If the AfCFTA is only going to benefit the major corporations in Africa, then we'll not have carried the people along with us. So in Ghana, our focus must be on how we ensure that micro, small, and medium enterprises can also take advantage of the AfCFTA. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm very confident that with such strong collaboration between the government and the private sector, Ghana is ready to take up the challenge of Africa. I'd like once again to welcome you and to thank you for your attention. Thank you.
One more time, the Minister of Trade and Industry, the Honorable Alan Kojo-Kyerematen. Thank you for that for those warm words of welcome and those powerful words of hope for AfCFTA in Ghana. It is a great promise of economic integration, the like of which history has never known, and it's for this reason I'm pleased to welcome Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Please welcome the Honorable Shirley Ayoko-Botchwey.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Senior Minister, Honorable Yao Safo-Mafo, Honorable Alan Kojo-Kyerematen, Minister for Trade and Industry, colleague ministers, members of Parliament, Excellency Wamkele Mene, Secretary General of the AfCFTA Secretariat, CEO of GIPC, Commissioner General, Ghana Revenue Authority, other heads of government agencies and private institutions, the President of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, members of the Diplomatic Corps, invited guests and distinguished participants, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I should at the very outset indicate how pleased I am to participate in this timely forum on the start of the AfCFTA trading in Ghana and the modalities for its effective implementation. Having Mr. President here with us today underscores the importance that he attaches to the success of the AfCFTA. Mr. President, we are grateful for your leadership. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the start of trading marks a pivotal step towards continental economic integration and the bright prospects for job creation, industrialization, and sustainable development for our citizens, particularly our youth. With the AfCFTA now on stream, we can be sure that the effort to boost intra-African trade will be realized so that we can improve on the low level of trading among African countries. In spite of the threats of disruptions to supply chains posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, the level of preparedness of our institutions, particularly customs, will enable us to surmount the expected challenges that lie ahead. Borders and procedures for trade facilitation will require constant review on the part of the institutions whose mandate it is to undertake these activities. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, beyond today, the discourse about the AfCFTA implementation in Ghana should remain focused on the strategies to harness its immense prospects. Luckily for us, we have put in place a national export development strategy, and this will enable us to take full advantage of the tremendous opportunities presented by this dynamic and game-changing trading arrangement. The cooperation and partnership of the private sector will undoubtedly be critical to the various actions that government has thus far taken to enable Ghana to trade effectively with our African countries. The Ministry of Trade and Industry has done a lot of work to build the capacity of the private sector to participate in this trading arrangement. I am pleased to note that my ministry has been collaborating with the Ministry of Trade and Industry on the rollout of the AfCFTA in Ghana and will continue to facilitate the marketing and promotion of made-in-Ghana products through our various economic diplomacy initiatives. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will recommend to this forum to seriously consider institutionalizing this regular engagement between government and the private sector, as it is the only way to jointly undertake relevant reviews of the implementation arrangement of the AfCFTA in Ghana. With these few words, let me conclude by expressing appreciation once again to the Minister for Trade and Industry, Honorable Alan Kyerematen, for the kind invitation that was extended to me to participate in this forum. I wish all participants successful deliberations. Thank you for your attention.
We're grateful to you, Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, for your warm words and your sustained cooperation through this endeavor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to acknowledge and invite to speak to us the man at the helm of this great, ambitious continental drive, the Secretary General of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, His Excellency Wamkele Mene.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Your Excellency President Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Senior Minister, Minister Botchwey, the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Minister Alan Kyerematen, the Minister for Trade and Industry, Honorable Ministers, Members of Parliament, Your Excellencies, High Commissioners and Ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. Let me express my gratitude to His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, Minister Botchwey, my senior brother, Minister Kyerematen, for the invitation extended to me today to speak on this very important forum on the start of trading under the AfCFTA in Ghana. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the government of Ghana, the people of Ghana, for holding such a forum 5 days after the commencement of the start of trading under the AfCFTA. Having this forum now is both timely and valuable, the first of its kind by a state party to the AfCFTA agreement. By so doing, by convening this forum today, Ghana continues to lead and to affirm her commitment to an integrated market on the African continent. Your Excellency, Mr. President, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen, January 1st, 2021 was a historic day for this continent. On that day, we collectively took a step closer to a vision of an integrated Africa, where boosting intra-Africa trade and eventually creating a single market is becoming a reality. We embarked on a journey of making the AfCFTA work for Africa, making it work for small, medium enterprises, making it work for women in trade, making it work for young Africans. We owe it to these very important segments of our society to make sure that the AfCFTA works for them. The vision of an integrated Africa as espoused by our founding fathers in the OAU, of which Ghana was the intellectual and philosophical pioneer, was not created by accident. It was anchored on the understanding that absent African unity and cooperation in the liberation of Africa as well as the economic development of Africa, Africans across the length and breadth of this great continent shall not reap the benefits of freedom in an economic sense. Today, I'm very happy to report on the progress that we have made in integrating Africa and in bringing this vision of an integrated market in Africa into a reality. As I reported to the 13th extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States and Government of the African Union on the 5th of December, we now have 54 countries out of 55 who have signed the agreement. We have 34 countries who have deposited their instruments of ratification, Nigeria being the 34th country on the morning of the 5th of December. Indeed, Ghana was one of the very first countries to sign and ratify the AfCFTA agreement. The AfCFTA Secretariat being here in Accra, Ghana, is not only a symbol of confidence in the country, but also signals Ghana as the commercial and trade center of Africa. Mr. President, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that a few months ago, I shared with you my vision that through the AfCFTA, Ghana and Accra is established as the trade and commercial diplomacy capital of the African continent. I'm pleased to inform you that this vision is becoming a reality. During their 13th extraordinary session, the heads of states accepted my recommendation to them to transfer all functions related to the AfCFTA from Addis Ababa to Accra, Ghana, under the leadership of the AfCFTA Secretariat. This decision of the Assembly of Heads of States positions Ghana as the gateway to trade and investment in Africa. It gives practical meaning to Ghana's long-standing ideals of Pan-Africanism. I'm truly proud and honored to be part of this historic journey that Ghana has begun to pioneer for this African continent. We are determined to eliminate tariff and non-tariff barriers on trade in Africa. Our countries have collectively undertaken commitments to liberalize substantially all trade by eliminating tariffs on 97% of tariff lines over a specified period of time. The remaining 3% of tariff lines, which is to say the exclusion list, are those products on which no reduction in tariffs are proposed. The AfCFTA Secretariat is currently in receipt of over 41 tariff offers, representing 75% of African Union membership. And as you know, Ghana recently submitted a joint tariff offer of 90% together with other ECOWAS member states plus Mauritania, in view of the fact that ECOWAS is, of course, a customs union. On services, the 13th extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States and Government decided that the schedules of specific commitments on trade and services in the 5 priority sectors shall be finalized by the end of June 2021. The AfCFTA Secretariat is currently in receipt of 34 initial offers and requests in the area of trade and services. Similar to the tariff concessions, Ghana submitted an initial joint offer together with ECOWAS member states plus Mauritania. Your Excellency, Mr. President, honorable ministers, ladies and gentlemen, boosting intra-Africa trade means that we have to transcend our trading patterns that are based on region. No region of Africa shall be able to diversify its export base by trading with itself. No region of Africa shall be able to double its trade by trading with itself. As I noted during the 13th extraordinary session of the Assembly of Heads of States and Government of the African Union, Africa, sadly, has an over-reliance on the export of primary commodities to traditional markets of the North. In other words, Africa continues to be trapped, as I observed, in a colonial economic model which requires that we aggressively implement the AfCFTA as one of the tools for effecting a fundamental structural transformation of Africa's economy and placing Africa on a path of long-term industrial development. Through the AfCFTA, now is the time, as I observed to the Assembly of Heads of States, now is the time to take action to dismantle this colonial economic model by accelerating our industrial development objectives. This agreement was not negotiated for governments. It was negotiated primarily for the people of Africa to create jobs, to push back the frontiers of poverty, and to create better lives for millions and millions of Africans. As the driver of job creation, the private sector is a critical component of implementation of the AfCFTA. In this regard, we have partnered with the Afro Champions to deploy digitally enabled platforms to connect small and medium enterprises, women in trade, and young entrepreneurs to new markets across the African continent. In revitalizing Africa's economy, particularly the services sector, AfRIVA, the Afro Champions, and the Africa Center for Disease Control Trusted Travel Initiative has the potential to reinvigorate Africa's airline industry. Furthermore, in the area of private sector collaboration, I'm pleased to report to you that as a secretariat, we are in initial stages of discussions with African commercial banks about the establishment of a $1 billion trade finance facility which will be aimed at primarily small, medium enterprises. I have had very fruitful discussions with His Excellency President Tshisekedi, the incoming chairperson of the AU Assembly, on the 17th of December in Kinshasa, about how this trade finance facility can be jointly underwritten by governments, African banks, and African multilateral development institutions. In due course, we shall finalize the details of this trade finance facility. Let me conclude, Your Excellency, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, by observing the following. There's a recent World Bank study that I'm sure all of us have seen that says that where, as Africans, we implement this agreement effectively, by the year 2035, we have an opportunity to lift 30 million Africans out of extreme poverty, 70 million Africans out of moderate poverty, and making significant strides in closing the gender salary gap. This, of course, is a very positive projection, but it's not going to happen on its own. It's not going to happen by accident. It shall require us Africans to take our own destiny into our own hands and to take concrete actions to make sure that these positive projections become a reality. So as I close, Your Excellency, Honorable Ministers, let me commit myself to helping Ghana and working with Ghana, since I am Ghanaian myself, to ensure that the private sector in Ghana is able to make use of the new markets, the new opportunities that this agreement creates. I thank you very much.
One more time, His Excellency Wamkele Mene, Secretary General of the AfCFTA, thank you for those thought-provoking words and for your missionary zeal and enthusiasm that has shown through all your efforts, culminating in this feat. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a minute the first shipment under AfCFTA. What's it going to be like? But save yourselves that hustle as you lend your attention to the screen to see for yourself a video in under 5 minutes what the first shipment under AfCFTA really looked like on the 4th of January. Indeed, the Lord is good. Why don't we put our hands together? We say congratulations to all of us for making this happen. But Ghana is ready because of the leadership of the President of the Republic and his team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as he delivers the keynotes.
Senior Minister, the Minister for Trade and Industry, Minister for Foreign Affairs, Deputy Ministers of State and Members of Parliament, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, the Secretary General of the AfCFTA Secretariat, Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Commissioner of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, President of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Chief Executive of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, members of the Diplomatic Corps, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. At the start of the new year, on Friday, 1st January, I had the honor as the President of the host country of the African Continental Free Trade Area AfCFTA Secretariat to make a statement at the start of trading under the AfCFTA, organized by the African Union, the AU, and the AfCFTA Secretariat. Not only did I state in my remarks that the start of trading of the AfCFTA represented an important step towards realizing the goal of continental integration, but I also added that government will ensure that Ghanaian businesses derive maximum benefit from the AfCFTA. Indeed, when the Assembly of the Authority of the African Union, at its 12th Extraordinary Summit, honored Ghana with the privilege of hosting the Secretariat of the AfCFTA in Accra, they placed Ghana at the heart of accelerating the implementation of the African continental integration endeavor, not just symbolically, but also operationally. That is why the organization of this event is in the right direction, and I applaud the initiative taken by the Ministry of Trade and Industry and the Customs Division of Ghana Revenue Authority for putting together this business forum, which will focus attention on the implementation arrangements for the start of trading under the AfCFTA. There are good reasons why the AfCFTA must succeed. Firstly, it is estimated that a single continental African market will increase intra-Africa trade by as much as 35 billion United States dollars per year by harnessing the purchasing power of 1.2 billion Africans. Secondly, it will unlock and transform the huge resource endowments of African countries through value addition. Thirdly, it will increase export revenue earnings in Africa. Fourthly, it will promote regional value chains. And fifthly, it will create massive job opportunities for the youth of Africa. Government strategy for supporting the private sector to boost exports to other African countries underpins our national action plan for boosting intra-African trade and the National Export Development Strategy. The implementation of the government's flagship and priority programs, such as the One District, One Factory initiative, the Program for Planting for Food and Jobs, Planting for Food and Export Program, the Strategic Anchor Industries Initiative, the Port Modernization Program, and the new Integrated Trade Facilitation and Customs Management System, the ICOMS UNIPAS, is designed to transform the Ghanaian economy and position Ghana as the new manufacturing hub for the region. Government is committed to ensuring that adequate financial and human resources are mobilized to make Ghana the new commercial center for trade, finance, and investment on the continent, a duty we should fulfill as host country. I expect all stakeholders in the export value chain, including the relevant ministries, trade and investment promotion agencies, regulatory institutions, and business development service providers, to work closely towards the common goal of ensuring that Ghana achieves the non-traditional export revenue target of $25 billion United States dollars within the next 10 years. I assure the AU Commission and the AfCFTA Secretariat of the continuous support of the government and people of Ghana for the success of the AfCFTA initiative. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I have the great pleasure and responsibility of declaring our AfCFTA trading in Ghana officially launched. And I wish all of you a very prosperous and happy new year. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. We're grateful to you, Mr. President, for underscoring your personal as well as Ghana's unwavering commitment to this agenda and for your call to us to put our shoulders to the wheel in order that this agenda will succeed resoundingly for this generation and for posterity. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, we come to a very important part of today's event where the Minister of Trade and Industry would confer on the Ghana, on the Ghana Revenue Authority, a charter for them to operate under AfCFTA. Would you please make welcome the Honorable Alan Kojo-Tremating for the conferment.
Mr. President, I would like to respectfully invite the Commissioner for the Customs Division of GRA to receive their accreditation.
By this, the Customs, Excise and Preventive Service is hereby charged to deliver on its mandate and to exceed its targets. May the Lord help you. To this end, Mr. President, I'm pleased to announce to you that this brings us to the end of the opening ceremony. I shall respectfully invite you, together with all the members on the stage, to please proceed to the front for a ceremonial photograph. I shall please invite the Senior Minister, together with the Commissioner General of the GI, to please join the official party for the photographs. Yes, please. It's a new dawn of trading and investments across Africa, and we say, may God bless Mother Africa, may God bless Ghana, and may God bless us all. Please rise for the President's salute.
Well, that is the live from Africa Trade House. Of course, it is the AfCFTA, the African Intercontinental Free Trade Area Agreements. That is just been launched as President Akufo-Addo, you saw there, talking about looking at increasing Ghana's or increasing Africa's intra-trade revenue by $35 billion. That's the target. According to the president, we're looking to also promote regional trade through the value chain to create employment as well. He's expecting stakeholders within the country to work closely together to achieve Ghana's target of $25 billion billion revenue target as well. Well, we'll be going back to them. They just finished the opening ceremony. You saw the Minister for Trade and Industry, Alan Kyerematen. You saw the Regional Integration, the Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Minister, Ayoko Boche, there as well. President Akufo-Addo himself, and of course, General Wamkele Mene, who is the General Secretary of the AfCFTA. We'll take a very quick break. We'll be right back.